Thanks everyone for connecting Fusion Supply Chain Management demo with Tech Leads and myself Krishna. Krishna. I'm having around 10 plus years of experience in EBS as well as Fusion applications. And coming to the Fusion applications, my experience is I have around 2.5 years of experience in Fusion applications. I worked on the implementation project and I'm working on the support projects now. Okay. And I'm into the trainings from past 5 years. And in EBS, I have done 50 batches training with Tech Leads IT only. And in Fusion applications, this is going to be my 19th batch, 19th batch. Okay. So currently I'm working in a company in Hyderabad. And in the morning, I used to take the classes. From the afternoon, I go to the office. Okay. So that is a quick introduction about me. And before I get into the agenda for the demo, and I'm looking for some quick details from you. I'm looking for your experience, and you are into which modules, and you are into functional or technical. I'm looking for these details. Okay, if you can share, so that based on that I can continue with the demo.
Hi Krishna, myself is Rupesh.
Okay, Tim. So let's get into the agenda for this demo. And so this is what, first of all, I'm going to cover in this agenda. What is the innovation for Fusion, and what is the difference between on-premise and cloud solution, and the Fusion releases I'm going to talk, and what is meant by SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS, and what are the SaaS offerings. And later we'll discuss on the supply chain management, what are the models that I'm going to cover, and how this course is benefited to you, and why Tech Leads IT and why not other institutes. Okay, so first I'll start with the first point. What is the innovation for Fusion? And please keep yourself in mute, and if you have any questions, please unmute and ask me. Okay. So basically there are many ERP applications are there in the market. Okay, major pioneer ERP applications are, one is Oracle applications and other one is SAP, and then Microsoft Dynamics. Okay. And out of the 100% market, Microsoft is having 9% of the share, just 9% of the share. So the remaining share is getting competed with SAP and Oracle each other. Okay. So already Oracle EBS is there, Oracle e-business suite is there. Then what is the need for Fusion? See, if you see recent acquires from Oracle, Oracle has acquired JD Edwards, Oracle has acquired PeopleSoft, which is famous for HRMS, and Siebel CRM, which is famous for CRM applications. Okay, Oracle has acquired these 3 ERP applications, but even though it is acquired these 3 ERP applications, if the clients are looking for HRMS solutions, they're not coming to Oracle HRMS. They're asking PeopleSoft HRMS solution. And they're asking JD Edwards ERP solution. They're asking Siebel CRM instead of Oracle EBS products. So that's why can't I take the best of all these data models? Nothing but PeopleSoft is famous for HRMS, JD Edwards for procurement and financials, Siebel CRM for CRM applications, and e-business suite is famous for financials. Okay, by taking all these best data models, why can't I build a new product? That is the thought for Fusion. Okay, and also now the generation is moving towards to the cloud. We are moving to the cloud. So that's why Fusion cloud applications has been coming to the picture. This is been introduced as a new ERP solution. This is not an update to the EBS. This is introduced as a separate cloud solution, separate ERP cloud solution. Okay, so this is the innovation basically. Okay, and then later, if you talk about cloud, we have to talk about the deployment solutions. Okay, as of now, the customers are having on-premise and cloud. On-premise is nothing but you can host your database. You can host your database within your premises, within your network firewall. So nothing but you have to purchase the hardware, you have to install the application in that hardware, and you have to maintain DBS, power backup mechanism, network firewall security, so everything. So nothing but complete control is within you. complete control. Anytime if you want, you can down your database. Anytime you want to make changes to anything to your database, it is possible in case of on-premise. But what is meant by cloud? What is meant by cloud? Okay, the cloud is nothing but your database is going to be hosted by another person, a third party, another person. Okay, this is called as IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. Oracle has targeted the three platforms, the three layers: software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. Okay, let's take Oracle EBS itself, e-business suite. If you take AT&T applications are hosted by the database hosted by IBM. So that is also, we can, from AT&T side, that is also we can call it as a cloud, because it's not with them, it's with the IBM. Okay, and that's why there are small companies are there. They are providing currently hosting services. They are currently providing hosting services. Okay, and Oracle has targeted that area also as a infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. The best example for cloud is, suppose let's take, if you purchased any domain, to host that domain, you should host either with GoDaddy or with HostGator. Nothing but you are buying a space from them, 1 GB or 2 GB. So because for your website, you should able to save your pictures or images or content, that should be saved with the HostGator or else with the GoDaddy. Okay. In the similar way, the cloud is nothing but you can host your database with a third-party vendor. Okay, what are the advantages of the cloud? Okay, there are disadvantages also there. I'm not saying that there are no disadvantages. Let's talk about first of all advantages. The advantages are nothing but for small companies and for mid-sized companies. It's very, very useful because they cannot able to afford the hardware cost and the maintenance cost. They should purchase the hardware and they should maintain the DBS and they should give that infrastructure facility. And they should maintain a network team, admin team, DBA team. So this kind of maintenance is going to be very tough for the small companies and mid-sized companies. Okay, so that's what they can do is they can go with the subscription model. So I'll pay you yearly this much, and please give me the hosting services. The hosting services, nothing but once you purchase Fusion ERP license from Oracle, you'll be getting only 2 URLs. 2 instances you'll be getting. One is test instance and another one is production instance. Okay. What are the disadvantages of the cloud? The disadvantage of the cloud is nothing but you are not able to bring down your instances at your own time, at your own pace. You want to bring down the instance or you want to do some update to your application, today itself it's not possible. So that kind of control is not with you. That is with the Oracle. You have to schedule a request with the Oracle, and Oracle is going to look for the schedule because every customer is going to request with the Oracle. So they have a calendar schedule. Okay, so you're going to be scheduled in the calendar. So you have to wait for your time until the effect to be done in the application. So that is one more disadvantage. And also for the cloud, since you're not having your database with you, you're not having your server with you. So it's like for financial customer and for health industry, it's like a security challenges issues. Suppose what happens if Oracle data centers has been crashed or Oracle data center has been hacked, what happens? And also some of the customers are having a panic situation, like if you give complete access to the complete our database or server to the Oracle, they have complete our database access. They are having our business crucial information. So that is the advantages of the disadvantage of the cloud. So by looking into these 3 factors, the big customers are not getting into the cloud. The big clients are not getting into the cloud, but it's really good for the low-sized companies and mid-sized companies. Okay. To avoid the disadvantages with the cloud, Oracle is also coming with one more approach. That approach is nothing but clouded customer. Clouded customer. What is this? What is this clouded customer? Nothing but if you don't want to come to Oracle data center, Oracle data center comes to the customer place. Oracle data center comes to the customer place. Oracle team is going to install the database and the server within the customer premises, within the customer firewall, you can see your server in front of you with your own eyes. But again, the updates to your system and the changes to your system will be controlled by the Oracle only. Is controlled by the Oracle only. What is your responsibility in that case? Your responsibility is to provide the security. You can provide the security, so that is within your network firewall. Okay, and you can ask me why Oracle is not giving the access, or why Oracle is doing all the changes or all the updates, because in EBS there are upgrade projects are there. What is meant by upgrade project? Upgrade project is nothing but moving from older version to the new version. Whenever new version comes, you have to move your application to that new version manually. But from Fusion applications, there is no manual upgrade. Oracle itself automatically takes you to the new versions. Oracle itself automatically take you to the new version. It's an automatic schedule, quarterly schedule from the Oracle. So every time Oracle is releasing any new version, so you have to go with that version. All the latest changes, all the known issues, all the bugs, everything get fixed during that upgrade. Okay. Any questions so far on the deployment? Okay. Can you hear me, team?
Hello.
Yeah.
I have a question here.
Yeah.
Yeah, in future, in case suppose one company wants their backup information or any database, so if that cases Oracle will allow, Oracle will give complete database what they are asking.
Yes, you can.
Because Oracle Fusion have some just now you tell right, it has some validity period, access something.
Yeah, they'll give you, of course.
Did you get my question?
Yes, I got your question. After the period, you want your database. Yes, of course you can take.
Yeah, because it's completely maintained by the Oracle server, right?
Yes, right.
That's why I'm asking.
Yes, you can take.
Okay.
So you can change the hosting service providers. Okay. I mean, in EBS, suppose today you are hosting with AT&T, you want to go to another company, then you can get your data from AT&T.
Okay.
Whatever the things that is required, you can get from the AT&T, and you can move that to the new hosting provider. But unfortunately, in Fusion applications, if you go to the cloud, you cannot go to another cloud. Nothing but you want to go to AWS cloud, it's not possible. You want to go to Microsoft Azure, it's not possible. You have to with the Oracle cloud only. So that's why there is no point of coming out of the Oracle hosting.
Okay. Thank you, Krishna. Go ahead.
Okay. Any other questions, team? Okay. So let us go to the releases now. What are the releases of the ERP, Fusion ERP? Okay. And all the versions are started with 11. All the versions are started with 11. You have to concentrate on the third digit, basically. You have to concentrate on the third digit. Okay. So initially in the release 1, release 2, release 3, release 4, Oracle has targeted HRMS. Okay. HRMS is called as HCM, Human Capital Management. The HRMS in EBS is called as HCM, Human Capital Management. Okay. Initially, Oracle has targeted in the initial releases the HCM cloud solution. First, it is targeted HCM cloud solution. Okay. From later, I think maybe from R5 onwards, it is targeted financials as well as the procurement. I would say by release 9, P2P track is available. P2P track, procurement and financials is available to the customer. In the initial release, only HCM is available. Okay. Later, by release 9, P2P track, complete P2P track, financials and procurement has been released. Okay. By the current version R13, OTC track is available and P2P track is also available by R13. Okay. And till R11, you have to concentrate on the third digit. From R12 onwards, the second digit is becoming the version. The second is becoming nothing but 11.12, 11.13. You'll see like that. 11.30, you'll see like that in the application. Okay, the second digit is becoming the version from R12 onwards. Okay, right now, what is the latest version in cloud? What is the latest version in cloud? That is R13, release 13. It is the latest version. Okay, what is this 18B? This 18B is nothing but 18 is nothing but 2018. B is nothing but second quarter. B is nothing but second quarter. We are into second quarter. Okay, so which means Oracle is going to do upgrade every quarter. Oracle has divided in year into 4 quarters. The first quarter is nothing but A, second quarter is B, third quarter C, fourth quarter is D. Automatically, the quarterly changes, the quarterly updates has been come to your application automatically. Okay, so this version you can see in the application like 11.13.18b, 11.13.18b, you can see like that. And I don't have a screenshot for that, but this is the latest version, and we will be working on the latest version only. I'm going to show you everything on the latest version, and instance access also is given on the latest version only. Okay, and also we'll be covering the latest changes in the R13 also. The latest changes in the major changes that is happening in the R13 also I'll be covering. Okay. Any questions on this slide? Okay. Next, let us talk about the cloud offerings. These are called as SaaS offering. These are called as SaaS offering. Sir, you are using a terminology called SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. What is meant with that? SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. What is meant with that? Let me compare you for your better understanding. The SaaS is nothing but the functional, and the platform as a service, PaaS, is nothing but the technical, for your understanding, and IaaS is nothing but the DBA you can take. Okay, so from right now in EBS we'll be representing as a functional team or technical team or a DBA team. But from the Fusion applications, we are called as SaaS team, PaaS team, and anyway, IaaS team is from the Oracle side only. The DB team is from Oracle side only. So, okay, you can see SaaS team and PaaS team. So you may be SaaS consultant or you may be a PaaS consultant. Nothing but technical consultant. PaaS is nothing but platform as a service. Okay. In the best example, one more best example is in the olden days. We call it as front end, and this is called as middle layer, and this is, you can call it as a database layer for your understanding. Okay, these are the new names for in the cloud. These are the new names in the cloud. The database layer is called as IaaS, and middle layer is called as PaaS, platform as a service, and the front end is nothing but SaaS. Okay, we are a SaaS consultants. We are a functional consultants. Okay, so in the SaaS offering, what are the applications? What are the functional applications that are available? Okay, financial management, human capital management. I told you that HRMS is called as HCM, human capital management, supply chain management, CRM, customer relationship management, procurement, and PPM, project portfolio management. This is nothing but project accounting. This is called as project accounting in EBS. Okay, in Fusion application, this is called as PPM, project portfolio management. What are the modules under each offering? These are called as offerings, SaaS offerings. What are the modules under each offerings we'll be covering now? Okay. Now, if you see under supply chain management, you don't see the procurement offering. Look at here. Did you see purchasing model here? No. You don't see purchasing model because the supply chain management offering is not ready by R9. It is not ready by R9. By R9, procurement offering is available. That's why by R9, to make complete P2P track available to the customers, that's why Oracle has separated purchasing module, and it's been kept under procurement offering. Okay. So which means in terms of offerings, the purchasing module has been separated with the supply chain management. In terms of offering only. But if you look at in the market, or if you look at the client's usage, if you look at the client's usage, and if you look at the requirement outside, if the requirement coming like we are looking for a supply chain management consultant, Fusion supply chain management consultant, which means they are looking for inventory, order management, purchasing only, like in EBS itself. And even client is looking for supply chain management implementation is nothing but client is looking for inventory, purchasing, order management only. Only in the offering side it's been separated. The purchasing model has been separated from the supply chain management only in the SaaS cloud offerings. But in the real usage, in the client usage or in our usage or recruiter usage, it has been same like in EBS only. Supply chain management is nothing but inventory, order management, and purchasing only, the distribution modules. Okay, so what is covered in this course? What is covered in this course? That may be your next question. Okay, in this course, the complete procurement suite is going to be covered. Complete procurement suite. Okay, nothing but purchasing module, the core purchasing module, and this is called as iProcurement. Nothing but self-service procurement. The new name is nothing but self-service procurement, iProcurement, and then sourcing module, and then supplier portal, nothing but iSupplier, and procurement contracts. This is nothing but analytics. This is nothing but analyticals. So complete suite is going to be covered. Complete procurement suite is going to be covered. And what is covered under supply chain management? Under supply chain management, I'll be covering costing, the cost management, and then product management, distributor order orchestration, and then logistics, shipping and receiving, and GOP, except asset management. Except asset management. What is meant by this asset management? This is nothing but EAM module, enterprise asset management. That one I'm not covering, except that I'm also covering complete supply chain management offering also. Both offerings I'm covering. Okay, product management, distributor order orchestration, cost management, logistics, and inventory comes here. Basically, inventory comes here. You can ask me, sir, where order management is going to come here? Order management, I would say, in the distributor order orchestration itself, order management is going to be covered in the distributor order orchestration. What kind of cycles that you are going to cover? I'm going to cover all the cycles. I'll do the configurations first. First, we are going to take a sample project and we'll do all the configurations from the scratch, nothing but from the multi-hour structure that is called as enterprise structure and Fusion applications. For your understanding, I'm using the EBS terminology. It's not that I don't know what is Fusion terminology. To make you understand, I'm using the EBS terminology. So I'll be defining from the multi-hour structure, complete project we are going to create, and everything we are going to create the company structure. On top of the company structure, we are going to do the configurations. We are going to do the configurations related to inventory, order management, purchasing, iProcurement, iSupplier for every module. And after completion of the configurations, I'm going to show you the cycles. I'm going to show you the cycles. What is meant by cycles? The business transactions. The business transactions I'm going to show you. In the order management, what are the business transactions or what are the cycles? Standard sales order, return sales order, dropship sales order, IRISO, back-to-back sales order. That transactions I'm going to cover on top of the configuration that we created during the class. It's nothing but a kind of a project. An implementation project is going to be covered. After completion of my training, you can simply easily work on an implementation project without any hassle. Okay, any questions, team?
Krishna, this is Baburao.
Yeah, tell me, Bob.
Yeah, we can see asset management in both financial management and supply chain management. Is it the same fixed assets in EBS?
Yeah, this is fixed assets and this is enterprise asset management.
Okay. So my understanding is like you're covering the procurement in supply chain management, including every procurement object, like purchasing, procurement, and everything will be procurement contracts also will be covered in supply chain management during your classes in the coming future, right?
Correct. You're
So,
right.
yeah, thank you.
And we'll go to the slide now. Okay. Look at here. These are the modules that I'm going to cover: the inventory, and then product management, order management, GOP, global order promising, how we schedule the order, and then distributor order orchestration. You can compare with the workflow in EBS. Distributor order orchestration, you can compare with the workflow in the EBS. And then costing I'm going to cover. Okay. And so 3 and 6 and later 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 11 modules I'm covering. Under the procurement suite, purchasing, self-service procurement and nothing but I-procurement, supplier portal, I-supplier, sourcing module, procurement contracts. So total 11 modules that I'm covering in this course. Okay. So this is these 2 slides for the better clarity. And apart from this, there are some additional concepts that we should aware. Okay, to work on the implementation project. Okay, so that I'm going to cover. Nothing but what is functional setup manager, how that is being involved in the project implementation, and what is FBDA, file-based data loader. Nothing but using the spreadsheets. Nothing but let's take you want to upload suppliers. Oracle has given a standard spreadsheet. You can fill the data in the spreadsheet and you can upload the spreadsheet into the application. So you wanted to create 1,000 suppliers. You want to create 1,000 suppliers. You don't need to write any coding. You don't need to use see if you want to use the loader tools also, the data loader tools also. You have to keep everything under the spreadsheet.
Hi Krishna, sorry to interrupt you. Is just the same like a web ADI? What is FBDA is web ADI?
Yeah, right. The same way.
Okay.
It's almost similar. Yes, you are right. Okay. So in EBS, if you want to load anything, you'll be depending on the loader tools, data loader, HTML data loader. So you don't need to do that. So Oracle has already given standard spreadsheets. So in the standard spreadsheet, you enter the master data. What is meant by master data? Nothing but item data, invoice data, customer data, supplier data, all these called as purchase orders, sales orders. This is a master data. You want to load into the application. So there are standard templates are there. Okay, enter the data in the standard templates and upload that template, that spreadsheet into the Fusion Cloud with the standard interface calling program and then base tables API calling program. You can upload the master data into the applications using FBDI. Okay, and being a consultant, being a functional consultant, we also not now in the roadmap, not now in the roadmap. We also need to take care of the OTBI reports, Oracle Transaction Business Intelligence. Right now, we are also taking some responsibilities of the technical consultant also in generating the reports, because the reports development has become very easier. Nothing but if you see that UI, you need to drag and drop the objects. What are the tables that you wanted to join? What are the objects that you want to join? You can drag and drop. Automatically, system is going to write the code in the backend. It will write the code in the backend. You can also see that code. If you want to do any changes in the code directly, you can do it in the changes in the code itself. So you can see with the UI, with the objects, by selecting the objects, automatically system is going to generate a script, the SQL script. So because to generate the report, first of all, a technical consultant is going to generate a SQL script. Based on that SQL script, based on the output of that SQL script, they develop the report layout and all the other stuff. But initially, the SQL script building is important for a report. So that we can do using the given UI by Oracle. So in the roadmap, not now, we have to take care of the OTBI reports also that I'm going to cover. Okay, and also module by module, what are the reports are available and what are the tables available in Fusion application. Suppose if you take order management, what are the tables are there? What are the base tables are there? What are the interface tables are there? What are the reports are available in Fusion applications that I'm going to cover by module. Okay, and also what is this import and export configuration feature? What is this? Nothing but like in EBS, we don't have much iterations here. In EBS, there are multiple iterations are there during the implementation. We do CRP, we do dev, we do SIT, we do QA, and we do UAT, and later production. There are multiple iterations are there. At least minimum 3 to 4 iterations are there. But in Fusion applications, there are no such iterations. Okay, and when you get a license from Oracle, you'll be getting only 2 instances. By default, you'll be getting only 2 instances. One is test instance, and another one is production instance. Another one is the production instance. Okay, in the test instance, the test instance becomes your development or CRP or SIT instance or QA instance or UAT instance. Everything you have to do there itself. Okay, so once everything is stabilized in the test instance, you need not to manually configure that in the production again. You need not to manually configure. There is a feature called import and export. there is a feature called import and export. So using that feature, you can copy the configurations, and even the master data from the test instance to the production instance automatically without creating manually. Nothing but you are doing a single iteration here. Okay, so with that, you can also save time. The implementation time also you can save, and you can save the billing also. And how this is benefit to the clients, this is how it is going to be benefit to the clients, because the implementation time is really coming down, and also the billing part is also coming down, and even client need not to wait for 1 year to see the application. The client can see the application live within 3 to 5 months. The client need not to wait for 1 year, like in EBS, because they has to continuously invest for 1 year. After 1 year, they see their product, they see their finished good. But here they can see their finished good, their application within 3 to 5 months span of time. And even in a single month also, they can see their application. How? I'll tell you. Suppose if the client wants to implement financials and procurement, what you can do is first implement financials. In 45 days, you can do it. It depends upon the number of entities the client is having. If the client is having 2 operating units, we can complete the configuration and testing within 45 days. And 2 weeks for requirement gathering, and 2 weeks for configurations, 1 week for testing, 1 week for UAT. That way we can plan and we can deliver the project. The financials implementation, we can do it in 45 days. And procurement implementation, we can do it in 45 days. If there are 2 operating units are there, we can do that. Okay, so that way client also go for offering wise implementation also. First client can go for financials implementation, later procurement implementation, later order management implementation. That way also they can do. Okay, and also it is not that the client has to be completely in the cloud, completely in the Fusion. It's not like that. If the client wants to use financials in EBS, let the client use financials in EBS only. You can bring the client to the procurement. For procurement, you can bring the client to the Fusion cloud. Nothing but in EBS, the client is using financials, and in the Fusion cloud, the client is using procurement. And to integrate EBS with the Fusion cloud, Oracle has already given the predefined integrations with the other Oracle products. What are the other Oracle products? For Fusion applications, the third-party applications are, the third-party Oracle applications are EBS, eBusiness Suite, PeopleSoft, JD Edwards. All these are the third-party applications only for Fusion Cloud. For Oracle third-party applications, the Fusion Cloud has already given a pre-built defined code to integrate that. Okay, so that one application you can maintain in one ERP, other application you can maintain in other ERP. Okay, and also I'm going to cover the methodology that will be used in implementation project. The latest methodology I'm going to cover. The latest methodology. I have a sample slide in the next upcoming. Okay, I'll show you. And what are the documents also prepared during implementation? That is also we'll discuss. What are the documents? Nothing but we prepare BR100 in EBS, in AIM methodology. What is the document is called as in OUM, Oracle Cloud Methodology, that is called as MC50. And we prepare BP80 in EBS. What is that called as in cloud methodology? That is called as RD11. BP80 is called as RD11. So what are the documents that will be prepared during the project implementation by using cloud methodology that I'll be covering in this course? Okay. And this is a sample screen of the cloud UI. This is a sample screen. These are the web forms. These web forms are really user friendly. These web forms you can access from mobile, you can access from tablet, or you can access from laptop. In case of EBS, you cannot access that from your tablet. It's not possible because you need Java. It's not possible to use that. But this you can use. The cloud applications you can operate even in the tablet also. Okay, and also for Middle East projects, the UAT will become really tough because user acceptance. Because in Middle East, I've seen some of the projects in Middle East. What happens is already the business users, end users are using an existing applications which they are comfortable already. So when they want to come to EBS, what happens is they'll be finding very tough to navigate here and there using the Java forms. And one example, let me tell one example. Suppose if I ask you to order some product from Flipkart, do I need to provide training to you? No. It's a web-based user-friendly environment. You can go and you can navigate easily. You can go there and you can navigate easily. In the same way, the Fusion application has been given with the web interface, and you can see everything from here itself. The end user training is really simple. The user acceptance is becoming very easy. And if you look at here, the user wants to perform any transactions in general ledger, the user can click on here, and then payables. Okay, so everything is going to be visible in this dashboard itself. Look at here, cash management, fixed assets. So can click on here, can perform the general accounting tasks from here itself. Okay. The user training is also not a big deal in Fusion applications. Okay. So that is what I'm explaining. There is an attractive UI. There is an attractive UI where you can access the Fusion application from mobile devices, from any device. Okay. And easy adaptability with less user trainings. Easy adaptability with less user trainings. And also the reporting capabilities, because for this point, let me tell you an example. Suppose if you are holding any credit card, if you log into your credit card, I mean, maybe on the bottom or maybe the left side or right side of the page, you can see some metrics, the live metrics you can see. Okay, it will show you what is your monthly usage. This month, it will show you in a bar graph, it will show you this month you have this much usage, and the last month your usage is more. They'll show you that bar graph, maybe on the left side of the page or bottom. That is called live metrics, live analyticals. So in your dashboard itself, in your transaction page itself, you can see your metrics. So that is possible in the Fusion applications. Live metrics, either may be displayed on the bottom or top of the page or left side or right side of the page. You can design what kind of metrics that you wanted to see. Oracle has given pre-built metrics, but along with that, you can also modify that what you want to see. Okay, and based on that metrics, you can easily take the decisions, that live analyticals. Okay, and also easy to start and quick run with the reduced input. This point is nothing but I told you, right? The number of iterations are less here. Only test instance and production instance, and also the configurations once you're done in the test instance, that you can migrate to the production instance automatically by no need to create manually. Okay, and also let me tell you one more point. In EBS, all the transactions are most of the configurations are controlled at operating level. Let me tell you what is meant by rollout project. What is meant by rollout project? The rollout project is nothing but if the client is having any other entity, or rolling off the configuration from the old entity to new entity is called as rollout. So everything, the business is same, the configurations are same. The same configurations you are doing for another business, another operating unit, another entity. You are repeating the configurations. Okay, and also suppose for your understanding, let's take an example of a financial consultant. Financial options are controlled at which level? Operating unit level. If you are having one operating unit, that means you are configuring financial options one time. If you are having 10 operating units, then 10 times you have to configure. If you are having 100 operating units, then 100 times you have to configure. If you are configuring 100 times, you have to test 100 times. You are duplicating the configurations in other operating unit. Some of the same configurations you are manually creating in another operating unit also. In Fusion applications, if the configuration is same for other operating units, you can just map. That means only one time you are doing the configuration. That configurations you are mapping to the operating units that you want. You can map it. You need not to create again. You can map it. If any new entity also comes, if any new operating unit also comes, you don't need to configure again. You can just map that with the configuration which has been created. That is possible with the beautiful concept called reference data set. That is possible with the beautiful concept called reference data set, RDS. So you can do the configurations one time, as an example, financial options or payment terms or transaction types. Here, transaction types, you can do the configurations one time. That configurations you can map to the operating list that you want. Okay, but in Fusion applications, the operating unit is called as business unit. So that configuration you are going to map with the business unit with the concept called reference data set. So only one time you are configuring if they are same. Okay, so with that we can also save the implementation time. That's why it is possible to deliver the Fusion applications project 50% less than the time that is being taken in the EBS implementations. With this concept, I would say, with the reference data sets and with the concept I discussed this one with this import and export configuration feature. By this two, I can say we are reducing the implementation time when you compare with the EBS implementation. Okay, and as I told you as an example, it is easily integrated with the other Oracle products with the concept called coexistence. Nothing but you can maintain one application in one ERP, another application in another ERP. You can integrate that with a model called coexistence. How this is possible, I'll show you in the application. Okay. And as I told you, the data migration is also simple with the FBDI. You wanted to load some data into applications that you can load using the file-based data loader spreadsheets. Okay. And so this is the OUM cloud methodology, the latest methodology. Okay. As of now, you can see in the last year, from last year till last year, you see cloud methodology as phases as inception, elaboration, like that you might have seen. But these are the latest cloud methodology phases from March 2018 for R13 version. For release 13 version, this is the latest cloud methodology. Most of us don't know about this. We know if you Google it, the what is OUM methodology, if you Google it, what are the phases that you see here? Inception, elaboration, construction, transition, and production. Look at here. In Google, you see that. But this is the latest methodology which we are going to follow from March 2018, release 13 version. Project design phase, configuration phase, validation phase, transition phase, and realization. What happens in each phase that we discuss here? In the configurations phase, what we are doing? We are setting up the applications. We are validating the configurations. We are loading the data, the master data we are loading. Okay, and what we are doing here? We are validating the configurations with the scripts, and even we are loading the data here also. And we are preparing for the end user training also. Okay, in the transitions phase, what you are doing the conversions. You're doing the conversions. And in the realization phase, what you are doing is the post-go live support. So what happens in each and every phase that is being explained in this diagram itself. So this is the latest methodology from Oracle. Okay, and if you want, I can show you that. This is the white paper from Oracle. Do you see here? Oracle ERP Cloud Implementation. Oracle ERP Enterprise Resource Planning Cloud Implementation R13. The white paper has been released in 2018. And if I come down, you can see the phases here. These are the latest phases. And look at here, project design, configuration, validation. So what we do under each and every phase that is being explained here in the bottom. So this document becomes really useful. Okay, look at here, as I told you, if you go for cloud subscription, you'll be getting two URLs. One is non-production and another one is production, nothing but test instance and then production instance. Okay, so this document becomes really useful for implementations. And for our better understanding, if you ask me to compare the documentations between AIM methodology to the cloud, this is how I'll map. Look at here. The BP80 is called as RD11 in cloud and in OUM methodology. Okay, and the BR100, where is that? It's not in this one. Is it there? No. Let me open the document. Yeah, look at here. I'll increase the size. Where is the document? Yeah. Look at here. The BR100 is called as, look at here, MC50. Setup document. Okay. And what is the MD50 is called as? The MD50 called as DS145, which is a technical document. DS145. So this is the comparison between AIM to the cloud, the documents that we prepare. Okay. And this also I'll be covering during the implementation methodology discussion. Okay. Any questions to me in these 2 slides?
What is MC and DS?
So it's a, who is this? And the question is from. This MD50 is nothing but it's a document that we prepare during the customizations. So during the customizations, if you give a custom solutions that we have to document, before we go with the development phase, you have to document it, and you should get the sign off from the customer. Once you get the sign off, you can start building the code based on the document that you prepare.
No, actually, I know that. Just I want to understand the full form of this MC and DS in the cloud terminology.
MC, okay, I got you. MC is nothing but model configuration. Okay, and look at here. DS is nothing but look at here. Design. I didn't remember what is S. D is nothing but D stands for design. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions, team?
Krishna, this is Baburao.
Yeah, Babu.
So are we covering the go-live part in the realization, or it is just only for post-go-live support?
Yeah, go live also comes into the realization only.
Okay. And can you just go to the before slide?
Sure.
Slide 12.
This one?
Slide 12.
12.
As you mentioned, we don't have a concept of Java forms in Fusion.
Right.
So the concurrent programs and data conversions, where are we going to do this? Is it in the same web page of Fusion application?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Got it.
Yeah. Any other questions, team?
Oh, hello, this is Sairam.
Yes, I.
Just I want to understand if there is no database will be maintained by the Oracle team, but database will be there in cloud.
Yes.
Okay. Then there will be no use of developers for Oracle Cloud.
Let us go ahead with the general discussions at the end. Okay. Okay, sir. And these are the trusted customers, and I would say HSBC is also implementing cloud solution. HSBC. Okay. And why you should go with Tech Lead Society? Because the Tech Lead Society is having the faculties from the real time. Okay, not only supply chain management, if you take any other course, human capital management or financials or e-business trainings, if you take any trainings, all the faculties are working professionals. They're having minimum 10 years experience. Okay, and you can do single registration and you can attend multiple batches, which means you attended one batch. For better clarity, you want to attend one more batch, you can do that. And also, why we are stretching this point, because see, we are real-time consultants, we are working professionals, we don't know, we cannot predict our bandwidth. So today you may have bandwidth, but tomorrow you might be assigned to a project, and that project you have to work for maybe 15 hours or 16 hours. In such cases, what happens is the registration, whatever you paid with us, it's going to be wasted if we give only single batch access. But if we give multiple batches access, what you can do is one module you can learn in this batch, and the remaining modules also you can learn in another batch also. Another batch. This is really important for a consultants who are working in real time. Okay. And always you can train on the latest releases only. Always, as I told you, you see some of the latest points have been covered in this demo. What is that? Clouded customer is a new concept which is introduced by Oracle. And also the cloud methodology, the documentations. So this is what the advantage. Then you go with the real-time faculty. Okay. And also I have a screenshots prepared along with the navigation for your practice. You need not to wait on me. Okay. After completion of the concept, you'll be getting a notes by looking at the notes, you can do your practice. Okay. Suppose let me open this document. So what are the configurations that we do? I have already documented. So I'm going to show you the screenshots, and look at here, how you configure the application. All the screenshots are available. So by following these screenshots, you can practice the application. So the screenshot material is provided for every module: inventory, order management, and procurement. So for every module, the screenshot document is provided. Okay. So that is what I'm trying to say. Well-prepared training material. And we have a forum to discuss our questions, because this is a new ERP. So we have to share our knowledge, because nothing you'll get from the Google help or support link. So the implementation experience of some another person really helpful for us when we are working on the real-time projects. Okay, so we have to share our knowledge within ourselves. Otherwise, the survival becomes really tough, because we don't have much knowledge help from the Google. Okay, so and you can reach us either through Skype or WhatsApp, or if you go to our website, you can also reach through Skype. Okay, with the online chat also. So these are the courses that we are going to cover. These are the EBS trainings that we are covering: Oracle EBS Supply Chain Management and Manufacturing, Oracle EBS Financials and Technical Training. In the cloud, we are into SCM Cloud Training, we are into Financials Cloud Training, and then SCM Cloud and CRM and PPM. And recently, we have also included manufacturing also. Manufacturing Cloud Training also we are giving. The recently one batch we started. Okay, with a manufacturing core domain experience faculty. Okay, we started manufacturing cloud training also recently. Okay, so these are the offerings that we are covering. And also, one of the good news that I would like to tell to all of you being an EBS consultants, as of now, there is no upgrade from EBS to Fusion applications. As of now, there is no upgrade from EBS to Fusion applications. If the client if the client is in EBS, if the client want to go to Fusion applications, it is a re-implementation. But the good news now, Oracle has come up with a concept called Oracle SOAR. What is meant by Oracle SOAR? Oracle SOAR is nothing but there is an upgrade announced to move from EBS to the Fusion applications. Oracle has announced an upgrade from EBS to the Fusion applications. And if you do this upgrade, this is the last upgrade that you ever do. That is the last upgrade that you ever do. Once you come to the Fusion applications, the quarterly upgrades is going to be taken care by Oracle itself. Oracle itself. That means if you are currently in EBS, if you want to come to the cloud, this is the last upgrade that you are going to do to come to the cloud. So once you are in the cloud, Oracle itself, it is going to take the quarterly upgrades to your application. This is called Oracle SOAR, migration to the cloud. Okay. And that's it, team. That is from my side for today. And coming to the course duration, it's going to be 60 to 70 hours. The course I need to complete these 11 modules, I need 60 to 70 hours of time. As I told you, I'm going to take a sample project. I'll do the configurations. On top of the configurations, we'll discuss the business transactions, business cycles we'll discuss. Okay, nothing but I'm covering an implementation project along with the cloud methodology and the documentations, and along with the additional concepts called file-based data loader, Oracle transaction business intelligence, and how to use import and export configuration packages. And along with that, some of the stuff that I'm going to share you what is the licensing information, and once you purchase the license from Oracle, what is the default account that you'll get, and how to manage your upgrades also. Nothing but you don't want your upgrade should be happen in this month. You want to reschedule that. How to do that? That kind of general stuff also I'm going to cover you in a session in the course. Okay. And in this course, as I told you, the things that we are going to provide you is we'll give you the instance access, and we'll give you the documented printed material, and also we'll give you the videos access also. Okay, so you'll be having videos access, instance access, and our material. So along with these three, what you can do is you can also practice if you miss any session also. Suppose if you miss one session today morning, you can watch this session by today evening itself also from our website. We'll upload into our website. We'll give a login to that. If you log into our website, you can see the morning class by evening. You can also watch the video. If you're not able to come live, you can also watch the video and you can practice at the end at your free time. Okay, so that's it from my side. And if you have any technical questions, we can discuss. I'm stopping the recording and we can discuss that. Okay, thanks everyone. Yeah.